I'm going to do another book reading because I'm actually enjoying it. Hold on and I'll find the place where I left off. Let's see if I can find my own book here. Okay. Because of the... I already said that. Upon arriving... Oh, I said that. Everyone was very friendly and warm. The atmosphere was relaxed and laid back, and most persons at least spoke a bit of English, owing to children learning English as a second language in grade school in Serbia at a very young age. Unfortunately, American children do not grow up learning another language in grade school other than their native English, which leaves them at a serious disadvantage. Each day, Darko took us to another beach for a day enjoying food, drink, music, and perhaps some shopping, and primarily swimming, my most favorite activity on the trip. As long as I could swim for a few hours each day, I was happy. By the time nighttime rolled in, all of us were always very tired at the end of each day, and we usually just had dinner and usually we retired at an early hour, except for this one night. This just happened to be the one night of my entire vacation where I was primarily the one that was very overly exhausted from all the swimming and running around that we had done previously during the day, but Darko wanted to go out. Inversely, like I said, there was one evening when Darko and Boyana, I wanted to go to sleep, and they were both incredibly excited, and they informed me that I was to take a shower, get dressed, and meet them by Darko's car for a big surprise. When I asked Darko what the surprise was, and couldn't wait because I really was tired, he said it was of great importance, and he merely insisted that I go get ready for it. Darko was always very bossy, and in my estimation, constantly telling me and Boyana what to do, where to sleep, when to wear makeup, when not to wear makeup, this and that. But we liked him. I thought he was cute. Anyway, Boyan and I even used to wake up early during the vacation so we could, Darko used to try to limit us blow drying our hair and always wake up very early and wanted us to hurry to breakfast. He thought putting on makeup, doing our hair and stuff was silly, like a man probably would. So we had to get up early and an extra hour earlier so we could hide us doing our hair and putting our makeup on together. Anyway, Brianna and I would always complain to each other privately about Darko and his bossy behavior. I always accepted this as a part of his personality, but this night in particular it annoyed me to no end. I just wanted to go to sleep, surprised or not. As usual, I personally gave in to Darko's demand by hurrying into my room, showering, changing, and preparing myself for whatever he had planned that night. If you're a woman, you understand when you have a crush on someone, as I did Darko, you usually give in to their demands easily. So as I did with Darko. Upon changing, Darko and Boyana were waving me to his car to hurry like this. Hurry up, Jim. Get in the car. Exhausted, I got in and slammed the door in the back seat. Less than 10 minutes up the pitch black, windy Montenegrin mountain road, Darko pulled the car over and said, "We should get out." Darko and Boyana said, "Hurry, Jill, look down there." They were standing on the edge of the cliff, and when I walked over to where they were standing, they said to look down. At the bottom of the cliffs was the most beautiful city of lights I've ever seen, and that was Stefan Budva. It's a private island in Montenegro, and it was so beautiful. I just couldn't believe it. I've never seen a more beautiful spectacle in my life anywhere, not even in the Virgin Islands. Darko said proudly, quote, "This is Budva, Jill, and that's where we're going tonight," unquote. It was many times more beautiful than Paris or Manhattan at night, and situated in a valley about a mile and a half wide, forcing the Montenegrin peninsula farther out into the sea. It was a remarkably amazing sight. Budva itself, and the island of Sveti Stefan itself being lit up with a wide variety of bright lights and colors, surrounded by an aura of pitch black darkness. By this time, Boyana started complaining to Darko to move his car in because he might get hit because he was parked on a hairpin corner, and Boyana was worried that someone would come around the turn and smash into him and sideswipe his car. Darko never worried much about his illegal parking or illegally driving the speed limit for that matter, owing to him carrying with him a governmental badge many times larger than the usual American police officer badge, and it was gold in color. Darko became annoyed with Brianna's complaints, so we all returned to his car, got in, and descended about 5 minutes down the treacherous dark road into Blueton Park. I remember one time, the day after we came to Montenegro, Darko was pulled over by a local police officer doing roadblock checks for identifications. I guess it's kind of hard to get in there, they're checking IDs and stuff. And they had guns, so Darko just laughed and he showed the Montenegro police officers his big governmental badge. It was huge, and they just let us go, no problem. And he apologized for driving so fast. Anyway, I couldn't believe it. It was like a dream. We walked around Budva, Darko pointing at everything. I remember when we were driving onto Sveti Stefan, Darko didn't tell me that's where we were going, but I was on methadone. I've always been a pain patient, and I was pretty medicated throughout my whole trip. And I remember I woke, I was kind of dozing. I remember Darko told me to get up, and I woke up in the back seat, and we were on the pathway going to the island, and there was water on both sides. I wasn't, of course, I thought actually we were going over a bridge, and there were lights, lights on both sides of the short pathway to Sveti Stefan, and there were boats in the water, and it was so beautiful. It was like the most beautiful sights I've ever seen. And I'm very angry that I didn't get the film back with me, Darko, about travels there. We stopped to have a drink at one of the many outdoor bars and cafes and listen to the live entertainment while we sipped our drinks. Darko told me that many of the world's most famous musicians and movie stars go there on vacation. Also, then I went to buy another bathing suit at a small shop when Darko told me to follow him and boy Anna into the most amazing bar I've ever seen anywhere in the world. The bar itself was actually a small island, rocky island, and to reach it, we had to walk through an underground tunnel, actually below the Adriatic Sea, through a tunnel. Maybe about a quarter mile in length. Upon entering the bar, it had many levels, live entertainment, and we were surrounded by the roaring nighttime Adriatic surf of the sea and live entertainment. It was something I've never seen anywhere in the world. It was a beautiful restaurant. It was on an island inside itself. I can tell that IC prosecutor Bromwright's one thing. Why he's never found any criminals at all, and I hope he never will. Every single picture I've ever seen of Sveti Stefan, Montenegro, Budva online, I've never seen it be true to life. I guess you really have to go there to know the layout of the place, because when you go on Sveti Stefan Island yourself, I've never seen any layout the way it truly is. They're all copy and cut and paste jobs online. I find most of the sites. But anyway, Darko said there are people that live on the island in the rock, and I looked and there were windows with lights, like you were looking in someone's house lights at night. There were like windows in the rocky islands, and he said you can go in there. It's private and for military or very important persons. And he said people lived there. I'm willing to go swimming, but he wouldn't let me. But it was, the waitress served us well, and I remember they had a guard at the tunnel entrance. I know we were going under the water, but when Darko pointed to the small island that was off the island, Sveti Stefan itself, I've never seen. I tried my best to Google it, and I put underwater pathway to bar in Budva. I've never found anything existing or stating this bar existed, but we did go underground under the sea to get to this island off the private Montenegrin island, Sveti Stefan. And I can't find any where it's located on any maps, but it does exist, and I recommend everyone go there. It's great.